the media, we have with us from Greenbrier East High School, head coach, Senator Jim Justice, players Kennedy Stewart, Ava Workman, and Sandy Banter. Coach, appreciate the time, just some opening thoughts, and we'll get some questions.
Well, we sure didn't expect Wayne to shoot the ball like that. That's all. That's the opening and ending thought. You know, they shot almost 50% from the field. They shot 55% on threes. We absolutely thought we had a good defense and we could defend their number one three-point shooter and take her out of the game. And lo and behold, it was going in from everywhere. I'm really proud of how they played. That's all there is to it. I mean, they played a nice first half. You know, number 5 hit those 2 threes right at the end of the first half, and that hurt. But they gutted it out and crawled right back in the game. So the whole thing is rebounds are almost even, shots taken are almost even, you know, turnovers are almost even. You know, it's all across the board, same thing and everything, but their shooting percentage was out of sight. And you got to give them a lot of credit. Not only are they really big, but they shoot the ball and everything, and at least they shot it today.
Questions?
Defensively, what they did from the first quarter compared to the last 3 quarters, you guys made 10 field goals in the first quarter and then 11 between the second and fourth quarter. Was there a defensive adjustment they made that you saw, or what was going on?
I don't really think that they made any great big defensive adjustments. I mean, we hurt ourselves a little bit. You know, we threw the ball away some. We took some not very great shots and everything, but really and truly, I mean, if you look at the first quarter, everything anybody threw up went in the basket. That's just all there is to it. So you know, I've been at this a long time. I've coached, you know, 1,300 and some games, and all different levels and everything, even all the way up to a semi-pro team. You know, but when doing all that and everything, when you run into this situation, you've got the perfect storm going on. You've got big kids that you're trying to, you know, stand up, you know, to and everything. And that's what I say, the rebounds 31-32. I mean, look at these kids. I mean, they're playing against kids almost my size and not width, but height. You know, but really and truly, you know, I give them a lot of credit.
You mentioned that you didn't think you took some good shots at different points. Do you think that seeing that many threes go down on their side led to some pressing?
Now say it one more time, I'm sorry.
You said that you felt like you guys rushed shots and did take some good shots at different points. Do you feel like with them making that many threes, that kind of led to you guys pressing and putting up some shots you probably shouldn't have?
Well, I mean, you know, naturally, you know, you may get a little bit of that, but I tell you the truth, the total number of shots that we may have taken that weren't great shots, you know, that wasn't bad. I mean, for God's sakes, you know, we still shot a nice shooting percentage. The whole problem is anytime that they're making those shots, we're changing defenses like crazy. We're going to 4-man, 1-man zone. We're going to a box and one. We're going to a diamond press. We're changing nonstop, trying to find some magic potion and everything. And they're just firing it and still just ripping in. You know, I mean, they had a nice night. Nice day. That's for sure.
Coach, talk about Kennedy Stewart and her effort, you know, this whole week and this whole season.
Let me tell you this. Kennedy Stewart is the soul of our team. That's all there is to it. You know, she is really special, and she's had an incredible season. You know, she's fun to be around. She's funny and everything, and she's just really a really special player. We got a lot of people that are really nice players and really great kids. That's all there is to it. You know, we don't go out and recruit people. We don't do anything. You know, really, at the end of the day, absolutely, we just try as hard as we can within our little community to put a great product on the floor. And really, you know, this rascal right here, she's the soul. That's all there is to it.
And to follow up on that, to see the support that Greenbrier East came out today, you know, driving up the hour up 77, how did that make you guys feel so far?
Listen, all of y'all need to move to Lewisburg or to Greenbrier East and everything, because you'll see a phenomenal school, an unbelievable community. That's all there is to it, an unbelievable community. Anybody that comes and plays us, you know, you're playing in front of a crowd, you know, that's either, you know, 1,000 to 1,800 people in the gym. you're not playing to people in a game where you can talk across the floor to somebody on the other side while the game's going on. I mean, really and truly, it's a special, special place. We're really proud of it.
Ava, for you, I think 2 points in the second half. Did you feel like they put an extra emphasis or changed or switched things up on you a little bit?
Yeah, they pressured like way more in the second half. They went to triangle and two, pressured me and Kennedy, and I think that stumped us a little bit.
Do you think that opened up the opportunities for Sandy because you hit a couple key threes there?
Definitely, yeah.
Coach, talk a little bit about Sandy. 12 points, 9 rebounds today. She accepted her role as a sixth man and then got the opportunity to play more and really stepped up in the big moment.
Well, you know, just think, you know, she, at one point in time, Sandy, you know, was backing up. And, you know, and we had a big talk and everything, you know. I told her of my confidence in her. All of a sudden, here she comes. And she's so many different things. You know, we can do a little bit better handling the ball, you know, and everything, but really and truly, she's got really a beautiful shot. And we talked an awful lot about that. But not only that, she's just got grit. I mean, she's absolutely going to challenge you. I don't care if you're Gonzilla. She's going to challenge anybody. That's all there is to it. And absolutely, she's a real deal, aren't she, girl?
You say so.
I say so.
Going forward, you got to feel pretty good, Coach. I mean, you lose a couple of key players, but you got a lot coming back, and a lot of times these things are building blocks, and you're making steps towards the championship.
Well, in all fairness, guys, now just think about this. You know, you've got McKenna McClure, you know, had a really bad knee injury and everything, and we couldn't figure out exactly what it was. We went to WVU. They thought it was a meniscus tear and everything else. Basically did exploratory surgery and really didn't find anything to amount to anything. And then slowly, we never dreamed we'd have her back in the game here, you know. But she was. And she had started for us as a freshman, as a sophomore, and now as a junior, you know. But I'm telling you, if you'll just look right here, you got 3 juniors sitting right here. You got Hannah and McKenna back. You got your starting lineup right now. That's all there is to it. You know, they'll be ready to play next year. I'll promise you that.
You're a sophomore.
Well, that's right. I mean, Irene here, we were really worried about her. I'm just giving her a hard time. I call her Irene, but she is just a sophomore.
Coach,
Oh my gosh.
from a basketball standpoint, how do you feel like the change from governor to the senator, you know, impacted things and just the schedule and everything?
I don't think it's impacted anything. You know, we've made every practice for all practical purposes and everything, and I don't think it slows up in any way. Now, it's been a hassle. Don't you think it isn't hard to do? I mean, you know, there's days that I've flown to DC, voted, flown back, done practice, flown back to DC, voted again, and then flown home so we could do practice the next day. You know, absolutely, there's been a lot of running, that's for sure.
Has there been any more added flexibility? You know, I know the responsibilities are a little bit different, but
In all fairness, just think, you talk about the perfect storm on the basketball game, but the perfect storm, you know, you had a new president elected, he had his whole cabinet we had to confirm in the Senate, and they're pushing everything through. After this perfect season or storm passes, you know, really and truly, I think being a senator and doing what I'm doing basketball-wise will be much easier than it was as a governor.
Any further questions? All right, Senator Justice, please.